Hello everyone, I'm the Viking General and welcome to the 17th episode of this Legendary Data Let's Play campaign. Um, we are starting right here where we left off last time, under siege. A pretty tricky situation here, although I do think we have a decent chance of beating them back. It will be very difficult, especially since this fort only has a single layer and the enemy has quite a number of missile troops, especially in their second force over here, which I am a little bit concerned about because their missile troops are probably, yeah, they will destroy us if we are bunched up in the middle of the castle. So we might actually want to try and sally out at certain points around the castle to try and drive off these missile units. Another problem is, of course, that the enemy has a ton of experience on the troops, and while we do have some experience ourselves, we are definitely not as experienced as their troops are. So it will be a very, very tough fight. And to be honest, I'm not even sure if I'm going to win. But we'll have to try our best, because if we lose our best general and our daimyo. And that would be a very big blow to our clan. Although we might be a bit lucky in the fact that the enemy forces are split up, so we do not have to face them all at the same time. Then again, I do really... it's really unfortunate that we weren't able to get the cavalry together with this army as well, because we could really have used that right now. So the AI chose to attack when it's raining, which means that the enemy and we also cannot use fire arrows. I think that is in our advantage, and also the fact that running, or I think, I'm not really sure if rain also increases fatigue while running, but I know it at least will slow down fatigue gain basically. So we're also fighting on a destroyed castle as well, which will give us less protection against enemy archers. And they could come from all directions. And our gates are open as well. We have 2 gates. So my guess is that they will try to basically swarm us from all directions. And I think I will just have our general stand in the middle and have him on stand and fight. That way we'll get a nice boost to our melee capabilities, and also he'll be dismounted, which gives him a little bit of extra protection against enemy missile fire. And I think we'll just have to quickly manage this after we basically start the battle. Let's put one here just to be sure. But we'll have to see where the enemy is coming from. And right now I'm not able to see anything. So they're over here. Is that the entire army? No, there's also a large part over on that side. So it seems they're mostly focusing from here and from here. Which means we could move up these archers over here. And they might even be able to stay on the walls a bit longer than the other ones. Then again, they will probably just try and move around real fast. And have this one move here as well. Even though these battlements do not give very... basically don't have as much protection as they used to because they're broken. it's still useful to put on missile units on the walls, because they get a 60% increase in their reload rate, which will help a lot. But I'm mostly concerned about the fact that they'll be able to pretty much decimate our Nodachi Samurai. They do have the upgrades to armor, which will help a bit against the missile fire, but they have a lot of bow samurai as well, and so they kind of counter that point a bit again. So it will be very difficult to see them off. Because honestly, I'm not really too concerned about their melee troops. I mean, the melee troops are strong, but we have stronger melee troops basically than they do. So we want to focus on their archers actually. Yeah. Let's switch them out. So nothing on that side yet. Why are they outside? That's not... oh yeah. That's not... we have a castle. Anyway, let's get these up the walls as well. And have these guys stand there. I think it's good to do the same thing over here. We can move these guys maybe up to here, and maybe they'll still be able to shoot a bit. So they're fighting. So let's get them in. And they're also coming on this side. But the problem is that this is pretty much in the way to do some decent maneuvering. Stand and fight. Okay, I have no idea why all my troops are basically brain dead at this point. Well, it seems they are brain dead. So please do something. Thank you very much. Oh, they might also try to go outside, so that's no good. Oh, so many archers. So many. So those samurai stand no chance there. They are already wavering. I still don't know why they are over here. I really do not want them to be there. Then again, we also have the problem that our Nodachi Samurai are better used as offensive units and not as defensive units, as they are pretty much functioning right now. But we do have the advantage of them being pretty strong, and then of course the enemy being tired, of course, as well. So we have to try and get some walls going here. Let's get our archers in the center. Well, let's just try and sally out a bit. It might seem not too effective, but since they are completely unprotected, I think it's a good, or I think it's a smart move to try and at least deal with the archers a bit. Although they will pretty they're getting shot to pieces. But we do have the high ground. So there's something. We still have some, yeah, we still have some of these, so let's move them as well. These units are doing fine. I'm wondering where their reinforcements are coming from, but I haven't seen them yet. Get those guys out as well. I'm not sure if the archers are actually shooting at anything at this point. So I think they'll win over there. Yeah, this is a slight problem. Let's see if we can try and fire at them, their generals a bit. So there are their cavalry is over there, which means we probably also want to get our Yare samurai out even more. Yeah, we are getting shot to pieces. That's basically the biggest problem. Also, of course, the fact that the enemy is shooting us, well, stabbing us. That's also not helping at all. Yeah, that's a problem as well. Stand and fight isn't reaching as far. So we're doing okay-ish actually on this front. I think. Yeah, their bow cav is annoying, but nothing we can do about it. And these units are probably going to win over here. Cavalry is a bit of a concern. But it seems most of their units are shattering. Whoa. Yeah, I was pretty concerned at that point. I think we lost a few units. Let's continue. Wait, I think it will take too long for them to... Yeah, their horses are gone. I think that will... They might actually get some boost out of that as well. They might actually now start... Yeah, they might rout. That wouldn't be too weird. Oh. At this point, every one we can get is another one. So hopefully most units did survive. I think all our Nodachi samurai survived. Maybe one got wiped out. Yes, it was a very costly victory indeed. But losing would have been even worse. Oh, a lot of units got wiped out actually. But the units that survived did manage to get a nice chunk of experience. They lost a lot as well. And we killed a general. I'm not sure which one we killed, but we killed one. So that's good. Yeah, the really annoying that they managed to bribe all those troops. Oh my god. That engagement over there, or that army over there. We'll have to abandon the province. So let's see. This will be a field battle. But if we win this, we should be able to take back Shimosa. Lots of archers. Lots of them. Again, not really ideal. Really should start getting more cavalry in the armies. Well, that was what I was trying to do, but all the cavalry got bribed. Then again, I guess it's a mistake, of course, to leave them without any general or without a bigger army, so they'll be able to get bribed more easily. So our best option here, we did get dealt a pretty good hand here, pretty decent. We can hide in, well, not hide per se in the forest. Of course, we can hide in the forest, but the thing is, being in the forest also gives us a lot of protection from enemy missile fire. So let's see if there is a part where we are able to charge downhill a bit. So we'll have to survey the terrain. Well, but I think where we're starting is pretty decent. The biggest problem, of course, is that our cavalry will also struggle in the forest. But we're trying to keep them safe. And let's try and keep our Yari hidden as well here. Very nice. Have these units flex up. Ooh, pardon me. And let's see. Since everyone is hidden at this point, as soon as the enemy enters the range about around here, I think, then they might discover us. So we'll charge forward, and then we'll be able to fight in the trees. And then depending on where the archers are, they might be further back, but they'll have to shoot into the trees, so we'll have some more protection there. But I think we should be able to route their Yari Samurai. I think that's basically their entire front line. We should be able to route them pretty easily. Yeah, it's mostly bow units. Although knowing the AI, and they might actually send the bow units up front, so we might even be able to charge into the bow samurai. Let's see. Let's try to keep our cavalry hidden as well. So right now the only thing the AI sees is our general, so they're moving from that. Samurais, bow. Yeah, lots of bow units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 7. Yeah, that's about 7 front line, and we have 5. But I think they will be able to beat them one by one, and then we still have the Ashigaru to do some interesting stuff. This might actually be a problem. Because although using a general charging into a Nodachi Samurai is pretty much suicidal, it will still inflict casualties we're trying to prevent. Those are still samurai over there. Maybe put this one in front. They should turn around, yeah. I think this is our cue to try and move up. Because right now they're also hidden. We do not want to move up this hill anymore. Time to get our... You're able to flank those, and you will shoot win there. And now we are able to get our cavalry involved as well. Let's see, that's fine. Our general should just be here to help with supports. Let's try and inspire some troops. Yeah, you're just getting fired upon a bit, but nothing too big of a deal. Let's have this one move over here. And we'll have to move back our cavalry, because they are getting wrecked a bit. They had too much of a mass of troops to have our units run in and out, cycle charging. No, stop. Yeah, but they are completely winning their fight over here, and these are also winning. Completely forget to use Banzai since we unlocked it, basically. That is a pretty nice matchup there. I have no idea where they are going. But they are broken as well. Very nice. And we won. The biggest advantage on playing on very hard battle difficulty is generally that the enemy does have higher morale, so it takes longer for them to actually break. And having them taking longer to break, well, of course, it makes it winning battles more difficult, but when you win the battles, basically you already killed everything there is to kill. But I think those 2 pockets were the only things left. So that would, was a close victory? Yes, very close. Oh, I guess we did lose a lot of recovery. So I'm guessing we'll have a lot of fighting to do in the coming turns. So he leveled up, which is also nice. And I think we'll be able to take that. Yeah. Warrior monks. That was actually not too big of a deal. Not too big of a problem, to be honest. So I do not know where he came from. Sado is still and Izuo as well. There is one in Miyagi. Yeah, the food is really hurting our. Well, I think he's just overseeing the settlement as well. So let's get our agents, or what's left of them, a bit. Move them up a bit. Well, let's see. This is quite concerning, especially since we took so many casualties here. So we'll have to retreat a bit. See if we can do some conversion here. Failed. That's fine. Alright, this army is able to take back a Suruga. Yeah, they'll stay here anyway, so I might as well auto-resolve it. And reoccupy it. I'm doubting to just try and get rid of, since this gets 3 food, and if we just destroy the merchant guild here for now, that will give us a bit more food as well to help with the unrest. So let's set. I wanted to send the spy, not the units. Because we have to take a look at what's happening here. So their capital is basically undefended. Pretty much. So they are building, yeah, of course, even better cavalry units. I think this is a pretty easy first target as well, second target as well. So let's auto-resolve this here. Ooh, we could make a vassal here. The problem is, vassals will definitely turn on you, even in Realm Divide. And so it's good to make vassals, but we have to be very careful with it. That's the word I was looking for. So my next idea, since they have Echu as well, is to perhaps leave Echigo and have it revolt. So this will be turned to a rebel settlement. So we'll lose a province, and then that's how we'll be able to make sure we do not accidentally get a realm divide going already. Since we still are hanging on by a thread, and especially financially, oh wait, never mind. Everything is blockaded, so not really too big of a deal. To be honest. So I'm wondering if we're able to take the capital with what we got here. So that would be the fastest. No, actually, going this way will be the fastest. Let's try and rush for it, actually. Because if we're able to... Yeah, they are... I think this means that they are recruiting, and they're also constructing, which we can see. But generally, garrisons aren't that strong. Okay, let's see here. Not sure how much resistance to invaders there are right now. So not that much, to be honest. So let's put those out. Or get them out of the province and see what happens next. So devastation will be lower and resistance will be lower and the castle repression will be up. And it seems that it would balance out. Because it will lower by 2 and go up by 4. So that's a net gain of 6. Which means that we are able to use this entire force here to try and take their capital next turn. And we have to extract our army over here. So I want to fight this manually because then again, are they going to wipe out the unit? Let's be extra careful here because we lost quite a few important units there. Especially 2 Nodachi Samurai are a loss I'd rather not have to take. Or I really didn't want to take. But I guess having 2 dead is better than having everyone dead. And after this battle, I should try, maybe we could try and get a peace agreement with the Hojo clan. Because we did destroy a very large part of their army. And after this, we are destroying even more. So I'm guessing that the enemy is probably just going to try and rush us. That's generally what the AI does with their cavalry. so few units. Yeah. Hopefully our archers will just be able to shred them before they even get close. Well, not if they're still moving. So they'll be able to get one volley, I guess. So I think we actually interrupted the charge there. And right now you can all stop firing. And hopefully this will be enough to have them wiped out. I mean, auto-resolving also had the chance of course, having 0 casualties, but it also can, for a random reason, just nuke one of your units. Really didn't want that to happen. So he's relatively safe. Let's see if we can get a peace treaty going. I don't think so, but they are willing. They also are willing to offer some money. Oh, of course. First, more trade. Yes. I know this will give them a large, a good chance for them to build back, build up again. But they might also now be attacked by other clans. Might. But the biggest Oh no, we do not want to send hostages there. But now we only have to focus on the Takeda. Which is very useful. So we're going to abandon this province here. And let's see. Charge bonus or morale for the general and his bodyguard. Let's just go with the charge bonus. Oh. And strategist, of course. And move out. And move towards Echu. Meaning next turn they will be unhappy. It will be the mounting unrest event. And then we'll stand here. And then the turn afterwards there will be a rebellion. But I'm really not sure if we're able to avoid attrition. I hope we are able to avoid attrition, but not be sure, of course. So all these provinces are undefended as of now. Oh, we still have to take back this one as well. I'm afraid Realm Divide is going to happen pretty soon anyway. Especially if we take these two settlements as well. Let's just go for it. Let's just keep throwing bodies at it. He leveled up as well. So let's see. Loyalty or loyalty. Well, then we will go with loyalty. And possibly honor. Not sure if he is a brother. No, I think he's just a random general. So they're not recruiting over here. It seems they are not recruiting over here. So let's try and get our monks involved. I probably actually should have moved these units to a... No. Again, the Metsuke will be able to bribe, so let's keep them together. Let's siege. I'm doubting if we just auto resolve, we will be able to get a revolt here as well, and perhaps try to leave the Realm Divide or stall the Realm Divide a bit, since this province isn't worth that much. Yeah, let's at least try to prevent it. I mean, it has a Pilgrim Hostel, but not too problematic. Basically, what we want, we only want these provinces: the Owari, Mino, and the Echizen. Echigan? No, Echizen. Echizen. Sorry, those three provinces are the most important in my opinion for our current situation, and probably also their capital. Then again, it will cost a lot of food to keep this province, and it's mainly being built as a recruiting province. Anyway, we still have more stuff to build here. So let's see what we have. We have armor and melee attack. Yeah, that's fine. I said I wanted to have more cav, but we also lost a let's see, 3 turns until finish that. So let's get one more turn of cav going. I'm doubting between the Katana Cavalry and the Yara Cavalry because Katana Cavalry are really a lot more useful in dealing with enemy archers. Since they will be able to, they also have 10 armor, but mostly also because they have decent attack and defense base instead of like they have 4 melee defense, and that's even with the experience they have already. Although these have more experience because they are a sword wielding. So we have a, let's go with katana. Then they are also quite useful in just distracting enemy spearmen, then dismounting them, and then wrecking the spearmen. Well, then again, we're playing on very hard battle difficulty, so they might not really wreck them, but at least do a bit of damage. So we need bow expertise for that, but that will take some time. Yeah, well, we really need to get the upgrade to our terrace farming first. Let's start building samurai archers as well. They're a lot cheaper basically than the monks. And let's see if we can recruit here, something here as well. They don't have any upgrades. Getting some Naginata Samurai is also useful. And I'd love to be able to use the recruitment from here, but I don't think that will be very useful. Because it will take way too long before they get to the front lines. Yeah, that's it. We have peace with the Hojo for now, and I'm really wondering how long that will how long that will last. And they will take Imikawa in the next turn, so that's fine. Which means we will lose a province again. That's good. Or that's okay, basically. Then again, I don't think we'll be able to eliminate the Takeda clan without triggering the realm divide. It'll be tough. We only have 16 provinces at this point, and we need 40 of them. So we'll have quite a ways to go. But I think if we are able to get to the point where we control these 3 provinces, we'll be able to be much more effective with our armies. Because these provinces over here are quite dense. So we'll be able to capture a lot in a short amount of time to push for the victory conditions. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll still end the turn, of course, because otherwise stuff might not have been saved. Let's do that first. And see if the Hojo... No, they do not betray us immediately. It's a good idea to see their army. So they have some cavalry units. But it's interesting to see that they have a front line of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, only 8 melee infantry. And they have 7 bomb units. So I'm really glad to have invested in those Katana cavalry. Then again, we also need some more Yari cavalry because we need to take out these guys. And they will wreck Katana cavalry, basically. Then again, some Yari spearmen will also, or Yari Ashigari will also help. Anyway, you may take that. Oh, I did not expect this to happen. Well, will be basically the same thing as the last. They have a lot of movement. Anyway, like I said, it's long enough, so we'll have to do another episode where we start off under siege. Although this time we will not be able to defend it, of course. Sadly enough, though. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Be sure, if you like it, to leave a comment or a like, and perhaps even subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching.